What's going on, Jerry Yappers? Welcome back to the talk show. Today we are on Minisode 5, and we are talking about Dare Riese, originally from World at War. Also made its way into Black Ops 1 and a couple other remasters going forward. And man, this map doesn't disappoint in literally any way, man. You can load into this map at any point, solo or with friends, and have a pretty good time. It's honestly iconic, man. I mean, who could forget Dare Riese, man? The teleporters, the Pack-a-Punch, the Wonder Waff, the monkey bombs. It's all there, man. It's all there in this map. Started the Pack-a-Punch, and I remember I made it my mission back in the day to literally Pack-a-Punch every gun and just, see what the difference was in them. I know the M1A1 carbine turns fully automatic, which was pretty cool. And that was one of the first ones I Pack-a-Punched too. So that's what led me down the road of, I better check out every single gun and see what the differences are, because they could be good. And some of them are really bad, right? Like some of the guns Pack-a-Punched are so bad, arguably even worse. I mean, technically not really possible to be worse, but more like not worth your time to Pack-a-Punch, right? But yeah, Dare Riese, man. Let's get into it, man. I really love this map. I always love the setting of this map. Dare Riese, the factory in which the zombies were made, as well as the Hellhounds, right? Owned by Group 935, which is it's like a German research facility for Element 115 or whatever that they made. And just cool setting overall, man. The factory where the fucking zombies are made. This is where all of the problems cultivate, right? Just so cool and so iconic, man. I really just adore that. Samantha talks to you through the power-ups and whatever. Samantha's like Maxis's daughter. I don't know too much about the lore, but everybody should know who Sam is, right? She plays a huge part throughout the whole zombies experience and storyline. But yeah, you spawn in and you're looking right at the Pack-a-Punch. Granted, when we all spawned in at first, nobody really knew what the hell we were looking at. I honestly didn't even know there was anything behind the little glass chamber that you're looking at, right? Until like my second or third game. And then I spawned it. I'm like, oh, okay, this is it's something that we don't have access to, that we have to open. So I guess I'll give you my rundown of what I do. I basically open the door on the right side. I grab the Thompson. I farm points. I open up to the one teleporter on the right, or not the teleporter itself, but the staircase. I go back near the power switch. I sit there for like a couple rounds, probably till like round 6 or 7, and I just keep farming points, man. Keep farming points. Hopefully get a max ammo. Take the 1911 out, dump all the bullets. Use the Thompson, get some points, and until you have enough, you can just, leave a slow guy, run and open everything up on the map, take all 3 teleporters, and open the Pack-a-Punch. And that's what's easy about it, right? As much as I took to explain that, that's really all there is to the map. Not intricate at all. Although this was the most intricate zombies back in the day. Like, I remember taking the teleporters back in the day and not realizing that that's how you actually opened Pack-a-Punch up. Yeah, I mean, it just took everybody a minute to figure it out, It was pretty cool and pretty iconic back in the day. I know, repetitive words, fuck you. Stupid retard, fuck. Anyways, yeah, who could forget, just opening up the teleporters there. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I never really used the teleporters as like a get out of jail card, right? Because I feel like most of the time, especially if you're playing a co-op, I played this solo for my solo challenge, 0 to 20, no quick revive. You know how it is. Don't need to explain it again. Well, I'm actually going to explain it in every video, because who knows? You guys might not watch the earlier ones, or you might just want to watch your favorite map, and that's fine. I don't really care either way. But yeah, taking the teleporters, especially when you have like multiple friends on the map, one of them could be in spawn doing something and then you're running back to your spot or whatever, you can get fucked over pretty easily, especially if you don't have the good weapons to deal with a horde or whatever. But yeah, in solo, not the worst strategy ever, right? Because especially if you have all the map opened up, you could just teleport. The zombies don't follow you into the teleporter, and I feel like you have enough time to navigate throughout the map, going wherever you need to go, especially if you have a decent loadout. But yeah, that's really it, dude. That's Der Riese. There's a couple viable options, right? I know some friends and I back in the day, we used to use the catwalk as their primary camping spot. I mean, who didn't, right? We all loved going and climbing the catwalk, all sitting at the back of it with LMGs and the WAF and ray guns and monkeys and just firing in a straight line with no crosshair movement. Hell yeah, dude. Who doesn't enjoy that high octane shit? Today my taste has changed a lot. I rarely camp. I think camping is a little too boring, depending on the map and depending on if you're playing with friends. I don't like to camp solo. I think it's really boring. I like to give myself a little challenge and try to run around. But there was also the camping spot if you didn't open up the one spawn door on the left and you didn't open up the other door next to the fly trap right on the left there, leading into the other teleporter. If you leave those two doors closed and only access it from main, like where the M1A1 carbine is, and then you have to watch the window in the back, right? And we used to use that, just put one guy in the window, the rest of the three looking forward, and that was also a pretty viable camping spot, which was pretty cool. But mostly in solo, like I said, I just run around the map, at all times, hold down an area for a little bit, and then just run. Wonder Waff, ray gun, necessities to carry you hard on this map. Obviously, I mean, if there's an infinite damage wonder weapon in a game, you basically need to pick that shit up, because if you want high rounds, that's how you're gonna get it. Bullet guns in this game are awful. Same with World at War. I played the Black Ops remaster. If you would even call it a remaster, I would just call it a reimagine of it, even though it's not really reimagined. It's basically just updated graphics with different guns. Either way, bullet guns, bullet weapons, they all suck. Even with the Pack-a-Punch does a little bit to save them in this game, but yeah, I mean, it's just this. That's just a product of the older COD games. They're made to be kind of challenging, so they don't really give you anything good with those fucking weapons there, man, and which is fine. I feel like that's part of the fun, is trying to use weapons that aren't very good to carry yourself throughout the rounds, right? And then for perks, I basically just go for Speed Cola. Obviously, Juggernaut first is over the bridge. Get Speed Cola after that, and then Double Tap, depending on the guns. Sometimes the older Double Tap 1, when it's not Double Tap 2, I feel like that's not worth getting on some guns. On something like the Browning or like a very slow firing LMG like the HK-21, it could be worth picking up. But on stuff that has a high fire rate, it's depending on how good you are, it's sort of a skill issue too, right? If you hold down the trigger, you could just be firing way too much and wasting too much ammo. But it depends on your loadout, depends on the weapon. Like I said, I've catered myself more to SMGs lately in my Return to Zombies, because you're not so slow and retarded. You're not so slow and gay and retarded. You're pretty fast. You're pretty nimble. You're pretty speedy. And that's what I like in my zombies, especially when we get to stamina up in the later games, or even later in this game, right? The next map, or not next map is Kino, but after that, we get into Ascension with Stamina Up. Stamina Up's not the greatest in BO1, but it gets way better as this series goes on. One of my favorite perks of all time, honestly, but I know that doesn't really relate to this. I guess, I'll say a couple things I like about the map here in general. Der Riese, absolute fucking classic, man. I love the monkey bombs. This is where monkey bombs get introduced to the series for the first time, and they later go on to be like the most iconic piece of tactical equipment, with multiple ones in the future drawing from the same board there, with the homunculus in Black Ops 4 and the little Arnie's in Black Ops 3, becomes so iconic that they're literally just replicated. It introduces the Pack-a-Punch, right? Pack-a-Punch, Pack-a-Punch, Pack-a-Punch. How much can I say about this? If you don't know what it is, you pay $5,000, you put your gun in, you take your gun back out, and it's significantly stronger with a unique name and a unique camo. The camos in Black Ops 1 and World at War are kind of, they're okay. They were cool for their time, but the later Pack-a-Punch camos in the series get so real. It's like eye porn, dude. This shit is so cool to look at. Pack-a-Punch, dude. It's just, dude, it leaves me speechless because of how good it is, man. It's just so good. It makes a lot of non-viable weapons viable too, right? Those SMGs I like to use get better with Pack-a-Punch. The LMGs get OP, especially when you have the speed cola reload speed. It's really nice to have. Fucking Pack-a-Punch, man. We love it here. We love it here. This map also introduced teleporters for the first time, which will go on to be a big part of the zombies maps later. We all know and love teleporters. In this map, they're whatever, though. You know, the map is small enough to where you really don't need the teleporters, but they're nice to have. The song, guys. The song. Beauty of Annihilation, Elena Siegman, Kevin Sherwood, the cast we all know and love for the music here. Actually, banger song, has some metalcore elements or whatever. I don't know too many. I don't know the specific genre name of it or whatever because I'm not a music nerd, but man, I love this music. It's so good. Not too far off from what I would normally listen to as well. And also, I forgot to mention this in the last couple of videos, guys, but I love the foreshadowing of the next song when you die in zombies. And it's something I wish they still continued. I actually don't remember if they do or not, but I feel like in the later games they really don't, if I'm not mistaken. Talking specifically Cold War and Black Ops 4. There's a lot of Black Ops 4 maps I haven't played that I'll be playing for the first time in the series. So that's a nod to future me, or a nudge to future me, saying to bring that back up again if that's not the case. But yeah, I loved when you would die in zombies and then like you would hear the next song playing. I don't know, it's not a very cool feature, but I just liked it, man. Another big like for this map is the perks, right? I know at this point we haven't gotten any new perks, but it's just nice to see them return, right? Especially Juggernog. You need Juggernog, man. We need that shit to survive, and it's just so nice to have, man. I also like the fact that there's a lot of viable strats on Dare Riese. You know, you can camp, you can run around, and there's 2 or 3 camping spots, right? And then you can use the teleporter to get out. I feel like running around the map is also pretty viable too, as long as you're equipped for it, right? You don't want to be running around the map with like guns that you can get punished for easily in a corner, right? You want the Wunderwaffe probably, and you probably want some sort of LMG or shotgun. Maybe not a shotgun, definitely not the double barrel because they don't die when that thing is. Dude, shotguns in the old Call of Duty zombies are just so shit at all times, man. It's pretty sad, but it is what it is. You know, I also like the Hellhound round. Obviously, we love dog rounds here. We love the free max ammo. Boss rounds, they're pretty good. They take them away from some maps in the future, but that's just part of the map's challenge. I like that they're here. I like getting the max ammos. Pretty convenient. Not much to say about that. And then also, I'll just mention in Black Ops 1 really quick, not World at War, but you get Mustang and Sally in Black Ops 1. You Pack-a-Punch the starting pistol, and it becomes explosive grenade shooters, right? Insanely strong, insanely powerful. There's no PhD flopper in this map, so you got to be really careful. You could kill yourself on multiple occasions, but that's part of the fucking fun, right? It's part of the challenge. Part of the challenge, man. And, you know, as far as dislikes go, I really feel like I don't have too much to dislike. I mean, here's what I'll say. There's no overarching objective or storyline or main quest or Easter egg or anything. Oh, sorry, I'm hiccuping. Like that you have to do. And that's, a lot of people might not like it because of that. If you've listened to me before, you know that I'm a big fan of the survival maps where there's not an intricate pack-a-punch opening sequence. There's not an intricate amount of the map you have to open to just play the game, you know? I also like that stuff, but it's just nice to load into a map, set up pretty easily on it, and just do what you want to do. And that's, I put that in the dislikes because, you know, some people aren't into that. I personally am. It could get stale because of that. You know, just because there's not much to do on the map, it could get boring after a while. I think I got myself killed on like 27 or 28 just because I'm like, okay, I'm kind of overplaying this. And that's not really the Dare Riese problem. That's more of a zombies problem in general. In the older games, there was really no incentive to, you know, keep playing the game, really. You didn't get upgrades. There was no customization or anything. At least in like Black Ops 3, they had the weapon kits and, you know, rankings and stuff. But yeah, in the older games, there's really no incentive to keep playing, which is unfortunate. I'd love to see a Master Chief collection of the old COD games with the zombies on them. I really don't know why Activision refuses to do that. I feel like it would literally just print money. I mean, think about it, guys. Halo Master Chief Collection, it brought the whole fan base together, even though it had a rough launch, but you can still play the older titles to this day on it and have a good time on it. Why would Call of Duty not do that, guys? Like, imagine playing COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, all on the same game. Each all have their own campaign. Each all have their zombies experience. The fan base comes together in one shared game, so the queue times aren't miserable. There's an active player base. Like, it just seems like such a free fucking idea. Like, what are they doing, man? I really don't know what they're trying to do with this new COD, man. COD doesn't have an identity anymore. It's just trying to fucking sell as much Warzone bundles and shit as they can. They literally just cater to Warzone, and it's so annoying because this series could honestly, I would say back on top. It could be back on top, but it already is, man, and people just keep buying the fucking game every year. I didn't buy MW3 this year. I might buy COD next year. I'm probably going to, just because of the zombies experience. They've been working on it for 4 years. I know this is kind of getting off topic, but man, I really hope Gulf War or whatever COD 2024 is, I think it's going to be Gulf War. I really hope it just like shakes up the formula a bit, you know? I really just want to see COD come back to glory without its famous microtransactions and shit. And also, COD needs to be one game that you buy one time and then it gets updated every year. I don't know why they keep splitting the player base with the new games. They keep splitting the player base, and I just would love to see COD on one game with an ever-evolving player base, you know, custom games. COD could be doing some crazy shit right now and be making so much money. I guess I just don't really understand why they don't capitalize on it, man. But that's all I'll say about that. That's probably a different topic for a different video. It just pains me to see. It just pains me to see where the series went, man. It could still be on top, especially when its competitor is Battlefield, and there's still, and like Battlefield 2042 is a thing. You know, it's just like, really, that's our competition. Like, I don't know, man. I guess that when that's your competition, you can get away with selling a piece of shit, but whatever, man. That's all I'm going to say about it. We're talking about Dare Riese in this video. And one more thing I'll mention about Dare Riese. I don't have too much more to talk about here, but I will mention the fly trap. This was the first quote-unquote official Easter egg in Zombies, right? Like, actual thing you had to do in the game. There was no reward or anything, but basically you would take a pack-a-punch gun, any pack-a-punch gun. I actually don't know if it worked with launchers, but any pack-a-punch gun, you would go back to the one camping spot I was mentioning earlier by the M1A1 carbine, and you would shoot this little button. You would look through the zombie window and shoot this little button, and then it would make a bunch of power-ups with the green aura fly around. Samantha would be like, hey, let's play a game. I want to play a game. Or something along those lines. And then she would spawn 3 teddy bears. Or maybe they were monkeys. I can't exactly remember what they were. I actually did this too in my last playthrough. Pretty sure they're monkeys with a perk bottle or something. But there's 3 monkeys, or 3 objects you have to shoot around the map. And then she basically goes, haha, oh, you found him. Game over. And you're like, okay, well, that was that was certainly something I could do in the game. That's all it was too, right? There was no reward for it. Like Easter eggs later in the game that give you perma perks and all that crazy shit. All this was a cool little voice line interaction, and that's also it. Also, if you threw the monkey bombs in the furnace, the monkey would jump and cry and scream around. It was pretty scary, actually. And then Samantha would go, "Why would you hurt Mr. Monkey? Mr. Monkey just wanted to play," in her scary demon voice. And I was like, oh my god, that's so scary. We shouldn't be doing this, guys. We don't want to hurt the little girl. She's going to kill us all. Or some bullshit like that. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the extent of Easter eggs, man. We never got an Easter egg until, like an actual Easter egg until Ascension. The next two maps to come out, Kino and 5, didn't really have... They didn't really have an Easter egg quest. Not to say that the fly trap from Der Riese was an Easter egg quest. It really wasn't. But in Black Ops 3, if you do it on the Giant, you do get rewarded with an Annihilator, which is pretty cool. The specialist weapon, the Annihilator. Not the best weapon, but at least you get something, right? So that was pretty cool. But that's really it, man. I can't really say I have all that much to say about Der Riese. It's an iconic map. Everybody in the Zombies community knows it. Casuals like myself love it because no intricate setup, cool wonder weapons, not unique wonder weapons, which kind of sucks. It would be cool if Der Riese had like a very unique wonder weapon. I guess you could call the wonder gadget, the monkey bombs, a unique weapon because they did spawn on this map. But I kind of like, the wonder waff was from Shinonuma. Raygun is just the wonder weapon of the game, so not a unique actual gun wonder weapon, which would have been cool to see on this map. But it is what it is, man, and not the biggest deal in the world. Monkey bombs are the wonder gadget, I guess. You do see one trap return on this map, the electric trap in the middle. Pretty useful if you're running around the map. I used it a couple times. It saves you out of ammo. Not too expensive. The only thing that sucks is it doesn't make drops, right? So if you try to train a bunch of zombies in it, kill them all, you won't get any drops. You won't get a max ammo or anything, which kind of sucks. Also, I don't know if you guys knew this, but this wasn't in the game at this point. I still try it every time on Black Ops 1, and I don't know it. I know it's not going to work, but I still try it. Is that I try to prone in front of the perk machines, man, and get some extra money. I think that becomes a thing in Black Ops 3, because I feel like I've tried it in Black Ops 2, and it just doesn't work. Let me know if you're hearing this and that's wrong, but I swear to God it hasn't worked. But that's, yeah, I mean, that's Der Riese, boys. You also have the moving box, obviously, on this. There's only one other map the box doesn't move on, right? And that's Bus Depot. And you can also kind of count buried if you use Leroy to lock the box up. But I feel like that's really it, man. I miss the non-moving box, but I won't cry too hard about it. It's really not the worst feature in the world. It would just be nice to hit the box a million times in a row to get you what you want without having to chase this stupid teddy bear around the map. It is what it is. Not going to say too much about it, but that is that for sure. You know what I was actually thinking? I don't know if I'm going to talk about Outbreak, guys. If you don't know, Outbreak is the open world objective-based zombies map. I will talk about Cold War at the end of the series, but I don't know if I'm going to... Dude, I really just don't like Outbreak. I know that a big portion of the player base likes the objective-based zombies. I just don't really see the appeal of it. This is not what zombies is to me. Zombies is surviving as many waves as you can without dying. Objective-based zombies is just like... dude, I don't know. It just does not feel like the same game. I get that a lot of people like it. I might try it once. I might do because I have played it before. I played it, I think, one time way back when it first came out. I was not into it. I'll definitely give it another try for the series when that time comes around, but dude, I don't like objective-based zombies. I don't know what it is. It's just not for me, man. But yeah, I mean, I guess I really don't know what else to say about Der Riese, guys. It's basically your typical World at War map. It added Pack-a-Punch, so that's a plus. It makes a lot of the bullet guns that are normally dog shit kind of viable. Still pretty dog shit, though. Need that Wonder Waff. Do you guys want to score it? maybe I'll score it and then talk about some other shit for a little bit. Tier list rating. This might be controversial or not, but I'm gonna give it A tier, man. I feel like it deserves it. A tier map. Talking from when it came out and for its time, it deserves A tier. 8 out of 10 map. Out of 10. My out of 10 rating would definitely be 8. It did so much for the series as a whole with that Pack-a-Punch and the monkey bombs, right? Those are the two biggest takeaways from the map. And I would even argue that the fly trap is a big takeaway from the map because it got people interested in exploring, stuff that's not necessarily part of the main experience of zombies, right? It made people interested in wanting to, explore other elements to a zombies map, which is cool because it doesn't interfere with the main experience of zombies, right? It's just something else on the map you can do if you want. And that's what I think is the biggest success of this style of Easter egg or main quest or whatever you call it. It's just, I love that shit, man. When it's not part of the main game, it's just cool. It's like, it doesn't detriment the experience at all. In fact, it definitely enhances the experience because it just adds that much more knowledge and shit to the map, which is cool. So yeah, A tier map. This definitely deserves the A tier. It was iconic for its time. Everybody loved pack-a-punching shit. Everybody loved the monkey bombs. Everybody loved camping at the catwalk for the time being. Everybody loved the song you turn on. Being able to buy rounds for your Pack-a-Punch weapon off the wall was very, very solid. Very good feature on this map. And that's really it. This was the most intricate map back in the day, and for that, it deserves the A tier. I know there's a lot of maps now that are way more involved, way more intricate, way more things to do. And if you like that, then great. I'm happy for you. But for those of us that just want to play a easy, fast-going experience, this map is literally perfect for that, man. If it could be a little bigger, They could expand on it a little bit, but then again, I don't want it to become one of these maps that they expand on and it just doesn't do that much for the experience, Talking about stuff like Classified or Alpha Omega, as I hear in the zombies community, I hear Alpha Omega is just a really bad version of Nuketown Zombies. I haven't played it personally. I'm actually looking forward to going and trying it for the first time when it comes up in the series. But that's it, man. That's Riese. I'll tell you guys a little bit about what I'm doing now. As far as the zombie series goes, I'm still on Black Ops 2. Still trying to get Bus Depot round 20. I'm probably going to give up on it, guys. It's so fucking hard to do without Jug. At least give me like double tap or something too to make the bullet guns better. But dude, it's fucking impossible, man. It's so retarded. Like, give me a fucking perk to make it easier, man. One perk, just one perk. I know if it was Quick Revive, I wouldn't buy it anyway, but still, like, give me one perk, boys, please. I'm probably going to give up on it. 15 is the highest I've gotten, and I'm happy with that. I know it's possible to get to round 20. I just don't have the patience for it. And I have a lot of stuff to play as well, so I can't waste my time too much on it. Probably going to give up on it. Might give it one more shot. And then to take a bake from that map, I played Die Rise. Oh, Die Rise, man. Oh, God. It's better than Transit. It's definitely a better map than Transit. Still not the best. I'll get into it when I get into it, but I'll tell you guys what I did on that map so far. I'm not doing any of the bank stuff. I don't even have money in the bank because I've never played these on PC before. I just bought them for the first time a couple months ago. So no money in the bank. I'm kind of just dry running it to level 20 with no quick revive. So that's what it is. I'll tell you what happened on Die Rise, though. Oh, God. I like the AN-94 spawn on this map. So I immediately go for the AN-94. And I try to build the Sliquifire right off the bat, too. So I build the Sliquifire. I have the AN-94. Perfect. I get Jug. Perfect. I can maneuver around the map, get the zombies out of my way. Perfect, right? It's all going so well. Oh, I need to go back down to the one room near the AN-94, though, for some reason. Or I'm on my way there anyways. So what do? I fall down the elevator shaft like you're supposed to. But wait, I miss one of the jumps. Okay, I missed one of the jumps. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna be red screen for this for sure, dude. Like, fuck, I cannot get hit by one zombie after I take this fall. Damn it. So I fall down there, and that's it. It's game over. Round 9, the game's over. Round fucking 9 with Juggernaut falling down an elevator shaft. And it's not even like the elevator shaft, like the big ones that you fall down. It's the one that has like the power logo on it. You know what I'm talking about. It's not really an elevator shaft. It's more of like like a downwards platforming thing you have to do, but you miss one jump and you just fucking die, man. You just fucking die. And then the best part is they tease fucking PhD Flopper on this map, which gives you no fall damage, but you can't get it. And this map would be perfect for it. Like, what the fuck, Treyarch? What are you guys doing, man? But yeah, I'm actually liking the map. Sliquify is cool to use again. I know it got patched and it's worse now, but there's a way to unpatch it by shooting this sign or something that I'm seeing. I'm going to try that in the next game. I'll let you guys know how it goes when I get there. But yeah, Bust Evo and Die Rise are my main 2 culprits right now. And then I'm still playing Halo Infinite. I just got done with the Season 2 Battle Pass. Working on the Season 4 one for Infection, the Hazmat one right now. I can't lie to you guys. Battle Pass 3 and 4 and Halo 4, Season 3 and 4 are just, they're mid. I'm going to say it. Not a lot of cool shit in those, but whatever. I'm still having fun grinding for it. Still playing a lot of Overwatch, doing my daily gauntlet to eventually get the lifetime name card of 5,000 rounds in that mode. And I'm telling you guys, it's getting harder. I'm playing it on normal because I feel like it's really easy. Obviously, you can just win every time. I'm trying to play different heroes to make it interesting, but I'm telling you guys, it is not. Maybe I'll start playing it on hard mode for like a slightly better challenge, but I already beat him on Legendary. I just want to be done with this already. It is not a fun mode to grind over and over again. I'm sure they're going to add stuff to it, but for now it's just like, dude, it is not the most fun part of the game. But I am having fun, grinding for those Jade Zenyatta orbs, playing that competitive. I play at DGen hours at like 2 in the morning, and it is miserable, dude. Especially because I've been playing open queue to try to get top 500, and I am, so now I'm going back to roll queue to try to rank up in roll queue. Due to the rank reset, I'm diamond in roll queue right now, so I have a lot of diamond teammates, and it is fucking hard, man. It is really fucking hard, especially when I'm trying to play Zenyatta. And a good team will know how to peel for your Zenyatta and keep him up so he can keep that value up. They just don't really do that down here in this ELO. I have to swap a lot, and I basically go for Baptiste. Solid option for those dives, the counter dive. You got a lot of tools to keep yourself alive and a lot of damage to dish out yourself, but this is Overwatch. We're talking about COD zombies here. But that's really it, man. That's all I'm playing. I might record another episode today. It's currently 5:17 p.m., March 24th, 2024. I recorded 2 episodes yesterday, the Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland and the Shino Numa one. So I figured I got a lot of time on the weekends. I don't work the weekends. So I kind of want to try to just make some more videos on the weekends. I might try to go for, I want to try for 2 uploads a week on Saturday and Sunday. I might put out more if I have more to talk about, but I'm not just going to try to shit out episodes to, fill a quota or something, because I want them to be quality enough to where, they're good on their own. I don't want to just keep shitting out bad videos, shitting out just bad quality videos. And that's what I'm trying to do, man. The Kirby's one, I don't know if I'm too proud of it yet. I still got to go back and listen to it. I feel like I was just rambling about what's in the maps rather than how they make me feel. That's kind of what I'm struggling with the main episodes, man. I feel like I just have to talk about what the game is in itself rather than my feelings or anything about it. I don't know why I think like that. It's definitely got something to do with my notes. I take way too many notes. Unlike these zombies videos, I basically just list my likes and dislikes and then a couple of thoughts about the map, and I ramble off that, and it feels a lot better. I'm going to try to do that going forward, but I just feel like I don't want to miss any key gameplay elements or anything. Granted, in Kirby, it's fucking Kirby, so there's not that much story or anything to miss or huge gameplay shifts or anything because it's Kirby, right? Also, I keep sniffling because I'm fucking getting sick, man. I don't know why. Fucking my nose is getting stuffed. I feel like I'm going to be sick soon, which is annoying as fuck. Probably because it's my sleep schedule is just piss poor. I can't even lie to you. But I'm sorry. I'm just fucking going on about nothing now. Der Riese, man. Der Riese, also known as the Giant in German, which is crazy because the Giant is... You can also see the robots, right? The robots from Origins, and those are giants, right? So the Giant is something to do with that. I actually don't know what the map title means itself, but that's more lore shit. I don't really know what it is. I miss... I will say, I miss the Ultimus crew, man. I really don't like the operator system they have now in Zombies. It makes it so lifeless. Like, I bet you could take all those Cold War maps, put like actual... character-specific models in that map to play as with their own unique voice lines and shit, especially as you're doing the Easter egg and stuff, and have them say unique stuff instead of what your operator just says, and it would be a lot better of an experience, but that's whatever. I like the Ultimus crew. I hope they go back to this in the future Zombies. I really don't want to see them carry on with the operators. It's so boring. It's so lifeless. But that's Der Riese, man. I'm gonna sign off here in a second. So, Der fucking Riese, an actual classic. This is actually like the classic Zombies map. It has a lot of radios and shit you can do on it, but fucking Der Riese, man. Home of the monkey bombs and home of the Pack-a-Punch. Thanks for listening, guys. I really appreciate it if you hear this. If you don't, that's fine too. Just call me a faggot in the comments, call me gay in the comments, call me a gay retarded fag in the comments. Give me some constructive criticism. I'm not going to ask for a like. I'm not going to ask for a sub. Just tell me what I can do better. And also, if you're hearing this and you want to hear me cover something random, type it on the comments. Maybe it's something I might have played. Maybe it's something I plan on playing. As of right now, I'll tell you guys what I plan on playing for the show. I'm going to replay Limbo. It's a short, quick game that I feel like I could talk a lot about, especially because there is not... It's a narrative-driven story with no dialogue or anything, right? So it's something I feel like I could just really do well talking about. Same with Inside and Somerville. I will cover these games at some point, but I think Limbo's next. Doom 2016 is next as well. At some point, I do want to talk about it before my memory of it fades, and then I have to play it again. I did play it recently. I had a lot of fun. Played it on Nightmare. Took a lot of mechanics from Doom Eternal and applied them to that game and did very well, like very, very well. I'm talking about quick switching weapons mostly. Played it back on PC this time, and holy shit, Doom is overpowered on PC controls with the quick weapon switching, I'm telling you. This is the most optimal way to play the game. Very, very cool. Very fun. But yeah, that's really it. Doom Eternal will eventually get its own. But 2016, that's next. Doom 2016's next. Limbo's next. I'm going to play them throughout the week. I'm going to take notes on them. And that's really it, guys. Those are the next two on the chopping block. Another Minisode or two might come out during the week if I want to talk about some random shit. But that's it, man. Look out for Limbo and Doom, and look out for more Minisodes, okay? That's it, man. Thank you guys for listening, and I will see you in the next one. See you in the next pod, dudes. All right, peace.